Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet Taki?
I don't know. Okraku Mante became Deputy Minister for Arts, Tourism and Culture. No, I see he's not been 2 months in office. But the newspapers are quoting him say or see say yeah, art sector no in general. And here major massive overhauling. Master overhauling says saying, I mean I thought it was doing well. We just need to build and support here and there will be a matter of funding investments. First, not my friend no. Brahma, Uncle Mark, but see idea. Come on, it's official, honorable. But overhauling way personally means how exactly do you mean?
Overhauling meaning I can never interview. And a story no. Me kind it's like how can baby come overhauling the work?
As you are going to get it for in fact that was the main headline.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that was the main. That was the main.
Sending me be. Now my kind we are but one sending me. So
creative industry needs overhaul. That is the headline. Hyphen Mark Okraku Mante. And then Oma quotes Bikakra. In an exclusive interview with Graphic Showbiz, Mr. Okraku Mante said there is a need for a deliberate effort to clean up the industry. Quote, the entire industry, I must say, needs total overhauling. This is in the terms of knowledge, attitude towards knowledge, and how to adapt to change. This attitude of the industry is and on and on and on and on and on. And then they went into, shifting from old school to new school, adapting new practices, how even to transfer music from hard copies to soft copies. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm saying, I get messages and calls from some of the people. This week we were at our constituency. I used one of this week. Say a delegate conference.
Yeah.
I see some people. That was the first time I'm there. Share me, and they are exchanging numbers near you. So, veteran hand it be text shout. Dimitia is our no funina. Michia, our former MP IP. We lost in the last election, and so he's the owner of the constituency, relatively still for my party.
Is he not your party chairman?
No, he was a former MP.
Former MP, worry. So the chairman takes control of the party. I mean, let me kind of agree.
Okay, so party chairman.
He's a former MP on your
but relatively he wasn't bad.
But worry one winning. Safo, why that mischievous smile on your face?
I say, why no? So angry.
Oh, when
that be
okay, I get what you mean. That's your time call. And see, I yes one of four. Moamu this year. His name is Mark Okraku Mante. Yeah, David. Oh, yeah, dear. So yeah, what arts modi or yeah, dear Chemukra or see or Chiamunina.
Good.
Yeah.
So again, my boss is not in town, Dr. Wow, US. I bring greetings from the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. And then the president of the land, President Akufo-Addo, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Auntie Freeman, so Yemami Chief of Staff, and so Etayengechi. In passing of the bill, Creative Art Bill becoming an act, some paying free and a boy and pa, into can be the BM. Now, I mentioned this, Nasika Troy, I mentioned Yamana Mekane and Pawan Namekano. You know that most of your challenges are in the MCCI are purely knowledge problems.
Really?
Yes. One say, Taman free SHS by now and the Biamika free SHS, a beboa. And Kofu Felice were just doing a campaign, but people from the arts, the Intia Name free SHS, somebody here make us say we should acquire knowledge. Make us a master class, president master class for the people in the arts industry. Kwachabaji, Neoni and one and Bundi, or Tanaka say chop. You want no Cusco law. Ubicusiadi or say chop, or Ubicusiadi. So because I cancer on, I saw deficiency. Why would all our boards never break? Why do you think that we are just going to court? And I mentioned, I mentioned that a purely governance issues. Gamro say, Gamro is business. And your business set for making profits, but it is come where you want to make. And so say, Yanti, I don't know me or Hona say. Now, yeah, as you may say, a ego, a stardom. Do you know when I release the song? Do you know who I am? Trouble. Because you know that young kind of the top entrepreneurs in the world are extremely humble because that's how they get their businesses done. Real marketers bow and take money. But people from the arts form boards. Now, what is so? And walk. And make us say, Idi Koko. Say, Idi Koko, Master no court. And here, Asok. Gamro, our court. Musica. Actors Guild, so court. The last, Nebisa won't say, Ghana Bar Association. Don't they know the law more than the people in the art? Why are they not going to court? And yes, a court won't be anymore, but we join as associations to think alike. Because we do almost the same things, we perform. So why is it that Bibiba, to me, and minimum? It is because you lack ethics beer, juma boom. How many of the people are at the boss and I should be as some say yes, a master no pa kuchiana boss? It takes instructions from a leader in an organization. You can do your research. Because why you man should be as our office bidder? You
Yes.
Mr. Our office bidder.
Yes.
Our here.
So I was music original chairman under Dana Kimi.
Okay, then okay. At the same music I off music, you know. Why you more baby separate corporate house to be. And I should be as I say, governance issues, span of control, chain of command in business. Ministry of Defense.
Okay, so that's an exception, yeah.
Yes. Good. And that associate say and association calculating society see, Ninina should be handled as business. Even when we are choosing musical leadership or other leadership now, we should even think of leaders who have some business acumen, because the associations must grow money. The associations must get money to be able to develop, to find their own offices. Think pension. Today we'll talk about, so what time? We're going to talk pension, everything. Now, see, I say, oh, my tonyum, me a star, men I may hate it for 10 years. Young kind of carry. Some of our performers cannot run businesses. They are performers, they are creative people. They want to create. That is what they are cut to do. But because they are popular, they have a election, they will win. Oh, we need a now. But the whole thing, you know, onim how internal intra issues and then cry. Some of our people young kind of carry up young offices and meals to create problem. Meals internal a problem. So we need knowledge. And so this morning I was talking to Mr. Kwesiajiman, my brother at GTA, and the Kojenchum said, Charlie, we need to talk to scholarship secretariat. And then every year, minimum 10 people from the creative industry should be given some scholarship so that we can grow the knowledge base in the arts. Transition now can happen. I was a victim or corporate to that. Wouldn't you say when the industry was changing from cassette to CD, a lot of people left the industry. If you see this about soft or no, the film industry, when I was going for veteran, the people themselves, I'm sure they are listening. I called him, he was busy. I called Lewayne. I said, hey, Brad, any phase you frame me? He was busy. I'm a care said he's busy. And I'm saying, oh, so let me call a friend saying, Ajetan and George. Mama K told me, say, Mama Inferno, because me, and I'm saying, so the film people, and I'm gonna say, industry no good. And I'm saying, okay, where is my sister Shelley? I said, oh, on the GSTV contract, TV granted, she's busy. And I'm saying, so you see?
And they were all busy doing film business.
Yes.
Yeah. I did agree.
They are gone. They couldn't come with me. Me friend me POB. So, me vetting, I'm calling people at random that come and could me vetting. They said we're busy. You can call them, ask them. So you see again, a baby sister say, film is still consumed, but now film is consumed as content and not film as feature film near ton accountment to be. So those who have positioned themselves for content production are still busy. Acrobato is producing, is offering content on UTV. Lewen used to do one on Adam. I see that Messier Siedu is doing Sankofa.
In fact, he has one on UTV too, the same Lewen.
So, I hear Shelley or Jumama DSTV commissioned to do a project.
Yeah.
So you see, the transition. I didn't say no.
Or more reposition.
And when I mentioned to Amma case, Amma, you know what I'm saying that she said she's never mentioned that before. She's not one of them who can say industry. So, we who say, sometimes transitions, because any technology, when the things are changing, you never so not a DNA.
It overtakes us.
Yes. Then we chase. We become reactive instead of proactive most of the time. And yet, this generation, if it.
And you think one is because knowledge base no low,
yes,
and then your ethics no so low,
yes,
and so who proposes say bit to me anka yenya scholarship funding be sort of na find added value,
yes,
na find power
yes.
I will come to the question, but let me say this.
I am saying this because I'm sure someone who years ago from the old Peace FM as ever had. I used to come with Eugene as a normal friend of mine who we used to go to Kwesi show before you got this job. Those who knew me will tell you that from the time I was doing those things, yes, I made all my hits and all of that. But after that time, me go school. I'm sure you can tell the difference.
2013, me interview Okraku Mante, and I decided to say, Krachi, okay, then was school view. I mean, we look up to you, nothing, we're there. And I see, Halifax, I need to go to school. And yes, say me kosia de fufrobia, but me add value to myself. Then I can talk the talk of the policymakers, so that when I talk, they will hear. Correct. They will see me as one of them. Yes. And yes, when I talk, they will say, yeah, but you produce a Lord Kenya need Dasi Brejamina. And so he's gone to the school and is now talking their talk as a policymaker. But Mark, Obi said, dear, is that a solution? And we here.
Yes,
I mean, majority of the country was saying, look, young call your school no sa yenye yesiko. Na fi na young call school na mu democratic crash baba sisi.
Okay.
Many people think, Master, yatra.
Yeah. It's a good question. Unfortunately, say anka who would decide say won't school no, and I say acquire the knowledge to run organization like Gamro, ASOC. The truth is that our three groups, no, Gamro, ASOC, Gamro, ASOC, Copy Ghana. So three groups, no, you need a lot of technical knowledge to be able to run those places. I have a friend called John Kra, no, Unibank, I'm sure we were catching some John something. On the frame attention say, now financial institutions now running like show business. Because the Gamro Asok is Kasem no. So those who think that they don't need education, there is a place for those people. They're entrepreneurs. They can even be patrons. But those who run these organizations for the institutions, not for the arts industry, they need to acquire or equip themselves.
So, if you talk about repositioning yourself, I agree.
Yeah.
Because trends no changing, job market no changing, and say I agree. But running these institutions, me feel say, why don't the practitioners step aside? Na professionals who are trained as managers, or more expertise, no more running science institutions, and go and focus on your talents. Your vocals. Na professionals. We have managers in this thing. And also, so that, as you said, if you want to go into your feature films, go and learn how to do that one fast, because that is where we are entering into now. And also,
but again, the baby boy contama. So one here, you not even ask for source document. They bring a financial statement, and their church, oh, this is
spreadsheets.
The two are, because you don't appreciate the business yourself. I remember when I was doing my masters, and then a cons lecturer say, what we are teaching you is the management side. It is not for you to do the day-to-day. So that be the document you're to name as an executive, you should be able to understand
peruse it well.
So you can peruse, you can probe. Now why I want to add in here, a church idea to anyone, because also a creative person, because they will account to the creative people. They will not account to Ubiakeke. So you must also appreciate business.
Mark, nyum to ni beat yes, in a train beat yes, and I new minister, Wababe minister, or see you Kusuku, and no never solve a problem, Nana, and no never my royalties naba, and never my yenya shows near gig, and Kosuku says saying by this time.
Me share, I know the back on UTV. I know what they, I think was something on royalties. It was something. I know this I said. Now more complaints among Jessica. Ni partners who could Jessica Namama. More sign blame you almost say, sorry, Sika. And then you said you don't even know what to say anymore. Because that's all cancer non kangaroo assembly. What's all cancer? Musika Nisa. They've identified a new market. What is the church? They say they are going to look for.
And it's a huge market.
Yes, huge market. The same creative people as then they turn around and they are fighting the organization which is Gamro.
For expanding their collection targets, no?
Yes. One say, we say level of appreciation before I don't know more you know her. I did want to know in Kabi. You can be a creative person. A Gamro normally and Yaman a complex. If you are a creative person, a practitioner, as I are not here, men can be. Jamo and royalty after all in this world, and you be able knowledge about. My big brother Okraku, I like him for that. When you to us say, I'm not an economist.
I'm not an expert in this area.
But you watch, when it comes to a creative space, bring every topic. More chance I'm making. And that's why I'm saying that. So when we acquire knowledge in America, I have gone to see it. I've seen the benefits. And I'm saying that you grow more people. There are people who want to learn. Samini is in Gimpa. Becca. No, so Gimpa. I hear say Ivan Okoro. John Dumelo Gimpa. Yes. Yvonne Nelson. It means that there are people in the space who want it. It's Yankaso Bia and Enkope. But we want to grow Adena such that Ibedu baby no. Kasachi MBM, because majority of the people have knowledge about these things. And the reason why the lawyers don't sue themselves is because they think alike. But the creative people, a lot of them don't think alike, because Nadia and Bat together is just the creatives. But when it comes to the business side and other side, most are done in Tokwa.
Mark, this your overhauling is a long haul. Don't we have low-hanging fruits? I mean, easy and kakrana and when yanya fida ye kusku na ye say.
So that's why I said I just mentioned one.
Hey, Mark, baby, one.
I just mentioned one. Okay, so yes, to say, okay, let me touch on this quickly. Then, one such a lot issue about
Pepe.
Okay. You expect that we'll have some people who lead and use diplomacy. Because after Second World War, it is diplomacy that has ruled the world.
True.
Yes. We go and find some people to go and mitigate.
Pepe.
But you see people say that creative art under attack. The question mark or creative art under siege. Me, Manche, we had a fine chat. I was unwell. He kept chatting me, say, AMA is Socrates, fear. I'm going to issue statement, say, it is
on your virtual.
A virtual. And he's worried because they don't have any agreement with AMA that they want to go virtual. And what can we do? Now, the minister is not in town. But instruction for COVID, it is above yen.
That's true.
It is from Ifikasim. Now, opinion ka sasi niwia. Minister be any to me or the best son. Eti I come in kwa. Let's find a plan B. Eti mean because I wasn't well. I think Senang Komono and Koyi Papa who says send a chance my reply. Then me and say ya chalo. One man we called me one chief. And not say Manche is not the only organizer of
Chalo, what's he?
But a team no can be traditional if on the can be. Now I said the same thing catch Manche also he'll get back to me. Meti and say I coach Chalote organizers. So when I started seeing say industry nature these things, then it reminded me of what my big brother police Penny Goofy Wache. I catch him maybe when Kwakasi was arrested. I say, are you guys thinking you are above the law or something? Because I see that you are making it look like free. You remember free Kwakasi?
I remember very well.
As if more untouchable, but Niamoye no, Emma Kwakasi any problem more. So if we are able to get people to understand some of these things, they'll see it as a way, yes. I likely say Yeniano A Bia. I'm saying A Bia because many details no. If you are not waffle. Let's go and hear them out and see if we can mitigate punishment, And I can such that sometimes we call now say you name says you be jam work or baby. But when we do like no, you must come and answer questions to us. I've seen people say that the ministry must come and answer. The ministry must go and fix whatever.
Especially you, because almost say you are one of us, so you should, you can't sit for them to embarrass and scandalize and attack the industry. You must go and Okraku Mante must speak. And
okay. Yeah. So I remember say me Manche, me catch and say it would have been easy to say Manche kokoye, but the moment I obey my one person so on koye. The following we get ready for every event to happen. Again, to me Ben was a president akasa say, me my yenye na me mark makoma a counter and Dr. Wa. That's a kind of Dr. Wa Nigana.
Now President Wan Kasaka, it became law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The contest in which he spoke, it became
yes.
Law.
Executive. Yes. But again, you see, you appreciate the weight of president as a yes, but say one say dynamics na here. You think that I hear people say church. I hear people say be a church kuna unimi yanchi omu.
But church no cry on my regulations on how the churches should operate.
Even said that the creative people should have share a GTA. Correct. Modalities be the whole. So we need to find out if Okraku GTA Ekofa procedures in name and sign and okoye no ye. So I am not in a position to say whether or you're wrong and answer or you're right, because me nkuti asem no ye. But you see our industry
mama ko mo wie no won frɛ won hwehwɛ mu. It's been a while now, almost is it a week or so or a few days.
Asem number 1 week.
Released they were released on Monday, right? This week. Today is a Saturday. They were released on Monday.
Okay.
And it's almost a week now. On Friday also won't follow up.
Manche and frame and me I just chanced on it. I think say fan me.
Social media baby.
I just chanced on it. And first let me say it's one of them. It's hearsay for church because per the conversation we had, na me say Manche bet to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. It's above the AMA, it's above you, yes. Minister Netown, and see.
Yes. Mema uncle. A team catch and say, let's find ways to say some of the support ya baby World Bank and your maybe abbey. Yanko tries between your funding nibi to cushion them to prepare for
next year.
Probably. But let me say last year I'm so
Last year 2020.
Yes, I'm saying 1 year because of COVID. It is for the second time, ABC, his whole life is planned around it as his main career for the year. So I share his pain. Unfortunately, out of God, I tied the problems where we are in control over Yamani B, So a baby sister said, anytime touch on Manchester said, a baby sister said, or no Manchester, whatever they say, but look at how the industry is responding. Instead, say, they find a way to mitigate. This is how we decided to handle it. A.B. Asanka, I know the more playing from aviation. Aviation. Keep on handling it differently. Knowledge in American.
Okay. Remember what touching on one more point now because I say I'm in 4 bit time. But answer a better touching on what's our points. No Kai me. Usi mean Kai will say Obedin Pombidi or can send be about the mother and you wanted to bring some clarification. Oh, producer one, and then
it's a review.
Okay, and then you know Freeman, sir.
Matisse, sir, Nana Kessie this week, Nana Kessie. Say, say, Sakode or them who crank of everyone.
Ah, there.
As an Nana Kessie, we're in my who cry, and so Uncle Kamba, my 70. No, Sakode cannot speak like that. All I can say is say, Sakode has a fine brand. It's one of the tops we have. You can watch your phone. You do Sakode is one phone. He has a fine brand. Baby, our better brand they do. Mom fat speeches be and say. That's all I have to say.
Have you seen Sakode, celebrity, popular gentleman, top influencer, role model? Pictures of cigar all over social media, advertising and promoting smoking of cigar. Have you seen such pictures, Mr. Minister?
Yes, ma'am.
What are your brief comments on such?
Next year we are going to do something with everybody here. Some of you, the country must direct its culture. So you direct your culture. Because that culture is a foreign one, where the music videos are shot with cigar and all. And so, I effect, but it's also a sign of success. What? Ghana. Is it a sign of success in this country?
Well,
correct. So, and yeah, but because we didn't direct our culture, how we want our people, because of mobile phones. Now everybody is entering somebody's culture. The one just strong protecting your culture will be real culture.
There'll be cultural imposition.
Yes. Will be real. And so I share maybe our second or third role models be in the West, Kanye West or something. I'll share videos now. And I normal say and also so AAB. But where you live, that is not what they understand.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.